everyone. Happy Wednesday. This is Steph Lee, founder of PAR. And as Mary says, you're on the webinar with the Lees. We have Jenn Lee with Travel Planners International. Hello, Jen.
Hello, Steph. Only one more day do you get to say that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so everyone, today is a very special day because it's Jen's last day at Travel Planners International. And that is not a flake flower bouquet in the background. That thing is real. It's amazing. So for those that don't know, Jenn is moving over to Vacation Planners, which will be Travel Planners International's franchise branch. And she will be the president of that starting tomorrow. So they gave her a pretty amazing backdrop for today's webinar.
Yeah, it's real, guys. It's real. It's like 3 dozen roses stuffed with other magnificent stuff with a card this big on how to take care of it. So I pray my husband pays close attention to this.
Well, it's great to see all the comments in there. Hello to everyone. It looks like there's a lot of people interested in group travel, which is great because we all know that group travel is one of the top earning niches that are out there. And if you don't know that, you should check out our research reports, which will show you which niches make the most money. Take our survey and you'll get it for free. Yes. All right. So, Jenn, let's see. You're talking about curating come with me group trips. Let's do it.
Let's do it. And guys, we have exactly 58 minutes left together. And in that 58 minutes, I'm going to share with you my 7-step success. And then we're going to open it up for a lot of Q&A. I am a master at marketing, a master at connection. So a lot of this stuff is not going to be on a PowerPoint. It's going to be based on what you are asking us about. So let me get started here. Just let me know. Can you see my screen?
I cannot. Hold on.
I forgot to share my screen. That might be important. Yeah, that's a big.
We got distracted talking about the flowers.
That's what we do all the time, though, Steph. I think people really just need to be used to us by now. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, fantastic. So we are talking about curating come with me groups, which to me is the easiest way for you to build your business, build your bottom line. This is a fact, Jack. It is groups are an awesome way to build your bottom line as well as grow your database of clients. You get one group and those turn into, even if it's a 10-person group, a 20-person group, that turns into 10 or 20 more little fingers, like little spokes in the bicycle wheel to get you additional business outside of just traveling for that group. So that's a fact. The next fact is travel advisors are overwhelmed with the process, right? So if you're watching this, type into the comments, does it seem overwhelming? Just even getting started, does it seem overwhelming to you? So I'm hoping you guys can see my screen. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at all of this. Oh goodness. Lots of people talking. Okay. So let us walk through Jenn's 7-step program to success. Okay.
Trademarked.
Yeah, totally.
Needs a trademark on that.
I have a lot of things that I've made up that I think should be trademarked for sure.
I'm 100% with you. I love trademarking things.
Exactly. So this is what I want everyone to do. As long as you are not driving, please tell me you've got something to write with or type with, because I'm going to take you through 7 questions. And these are actually steps that make sense at the end, but I need you to start here. Just ask yourself, where do you want to go? If you were talking with a travel advisor, where would you say you want to go? Now, Steph, I'm going to have you answer all of these questions as well. So where would you want to go, Steph, if you were talking to a travel advisor?
I really want to go see the polar bears again.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Fabulous.
Got to see them before they go.
Okay. Yeah, totally. Okay. So you've written that down. And where do the polar bears live? Do you know?
Well, Churchill, Manitoba is the polar bear capital of the world. So straight north here of Minneapolis.
Okay. So write that down. That's where you want to go if you're talking to a travel advisor. The second question to answer, and again, this is all going to make sense at the end. When do you want to go, Steph? Pick an ideal year and month for this fabulous adventure. Go ahead and write it out. Is it this year? Is it the beginning of next year? Go ahead. Choose a year. Choose a month. Now, I can't see myself, so I don't know if people are asking questions. Okay, very good. All right. Have you done that, Steph?
Yes, you can only really go see them in October and November. So, but I need a couple years to save. So, two
Okay.
years out.
Okay, so let's push it to October 2025 because if you were a travel advisor, we're going to get you to go with a group, a come with me group that's going to pay for you. So let's say October 2025.
Oh, I love
Okay.
this.
Step number 3, what's motivating you? Okay. And everyone that's listening, this, if you ever listen to anything Jenn Lee talks about, this is one of the questions that I think is the most missed opportunity with travel advisors. Do not say, is there a special occasion? That's not the same. Ask your client and ask yourself, what's motivating you to say you want to go to this place during that year and in that month? And what I'd like to do is pause for a second and have people type in what is motivating them. Y'all go ahead.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
know Allie, I just chatted with her the other day. I saw her in the comments. She's got a
mm-hmm.
group of women golfers that she
Okay.
golfs with that want to go.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not seeing people type. That means you're not taking this seriously with me because I'm going to tell you at the end of this webinar, you're going to have everything you need for a come with me group. Okay. Hi, Steph. Well, hi, Al. Allie, we need you to tell us what I want to see. Machu Picchu. Okay, great. Seeing something different each year. I need you. Okay, bronze, let's travel. If your client called you and said, I just want to see something different, you going to be able to help them? No, we got to get specific. The reason why it's important to be specific, and I'm going to go back to these first 3 questions because I can already tell no one's taking this seriously. Where you want to go is important. If you're excited about it, somebody else will be excited about it. When do you want to go? Tell me the year, the month. Is there a reason? Is there a reason why you want to go to this place at this time frame? Is there a reason? So it's important. Write down that why. What is motivating you? Okay. It could be it's my 50th birthday. Like I know I want to go to Japan, right, in 2025. Yeah, because that's my 25th wedding anniversary. So the next question would be, how do you want to experience this destination, or for you, this polar bear, and you know where you want to go? Do you want to experience it via ocean, via river, via land, a combination? Do you want to go camping? Do you want to get a hut, a tut? Like, are you, how do you want to experience this destination? So I'm going to flip back over. Okay. Jennifer says November 25th. I love it. Okay. Why? Want to go on safari, see the big 5. Vincent, tell me why you want to go to on a safari to see the big 5. What's motivating you? Is it because you used to watch Wild World of Kingdom? What was it called? World of Kingdom back in the day?
Oh, I know what you're
It was
talking
on
about,
Sunday
and
nights
I can't
before or after
remember.
the Disney movie. Anyways, that's Wild World Sports. But Wild Kingdom, like what is the reason? Were you fascinated by it in high school? Was this something that your neighbors did? So Vince, I'm actually going to have you really think about this. What is your motivation? That's what you want to do. I want to know why. And guys, this all plays into crafting and curating a come with me group.
Uh,
Wild Animal Kingdom with Mark. Thank
yes,
you. Thank you,
yeah.
Selfish Me Travel LLC. I dig that. Okay. So put down the why. Why? What's motivating you? Then, how do you want to experience it? Okay. And, obviously, a safari, you're not going to be able to experience via ocean or river. But it could be you start and you sail to Cape Town, right? And then you get on a plane and do the safari. Like, think about how you want to experience it. Okay. For those of you who have never listened to me speak before, I get really passionate. So if you don't participate, it just gets worse. Okay. I don't know why my thing keeps going backwards. Number 5, which travel partner really rocks this either destination or the way that you want to experience it? Based on how you want to experience the destination, start writing down a handful of partners that really rock this destination. I love the food. So, hey, Celeste, I love the food, the people, the vibe of the Jamaica culture. Okay, how to experience guided tours. Good, Suzanne. Golf in the Catskills in New York in September because it's a beautiful time of year, and we'll be playing golf surrounded by mountains and nature. Allie, you are on your way to writing your marketing copy, friend. You actually have already decided what type of reels that you can put together. You've already started writing the captions for your social media. You've already started writing your email newsletter. You've actually are almost there with collaboration. So good job, Allie. Okay, so number 5, which travel partner? Now think of the partners, guys. You need to start being specific. Let's use African Travel, right? I'm sorry, the Safari. African Travel is a great travel partner. Live Life Safaris is a great travel partner. Start writing down those travel partners that you know are really good at this. Number 6,
Jen, can
ma'am.
I interrupt with a question, or would you rather
Always,
have me wait?
always. Yes.
A challenge for the new advisors is figuring out who those suppliers are. So, what are tips for finding those?
Okay, so I don't know who this is that asked the question. Hopefully you
That
belong
was
to
me.
Oh, was it? Oh, as a new advisor, hopefully you belong to a host agency, because the host agency is actually your best guide, your best Rolodex, because they're preferred partners. I promise you, if you belong to a host agency, they've got preferred partners in every sector of the travel industry, right? They've got Africa folks that focus on Africa. If you're not part of a host agency, or if your host agency doesn't have that, then hopefully you're part of some sort of open forum community, and ask your fellow advisors. You do need to make sure that you're telling them, listen, I'm looking for a great travel partner who focuses on African safaris. I'm looking for mid range, not super high end, but certainly not budget. Who would you recommend I start checking out? So those are the things. Allie, wow, thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Does that answer your question?
It does. Thank you.
Okay. Brendan Vacations is another good one. Yes, Suzanne. Good. You guys see, you're all helping. Okay. Now, who else would love this? I want you right now to think about write down at least 10 people you know that would love to do the same thing that you would love to do. And write down 5 collaborators. Darn it, I misspelled collaborators. Apologies, folks. Write down 5 collaborators, and let's talk about this. When you're creating groups, especially a come with me group, and the reason why we started with where do you want to go is because if you want to go, that's called come with me, because you're going, right? So you're going to invite people to go with you, and they're going to pay for you to go if you do it right, guys. And one of our top advisors, Amy Leone, who is up in New York, she has built her entire business by saying, all right, everybody, I'm going to Mexico. Hey, everybody, I'm going to Costa Rica in 4 months. Who wants to come with me? And she creates come with me groups, and she does, I think I just looked at her numbers, like $1.5 million a year by herself, just with stuff like this, guys. Okay. So who else would love this? I want you to start writing down a handful of people that you know that would love to do the same thing, or local collaborators. So let's use the Safari as an example. What are some local companies, organizations, restaurants, bookstores, wine stores? Think about local golf clubs, country clubs, PTAs. Who else already has a relationship with somebody who would be interested in something like this? So, Steph, help me brainstorm with everybody for just a moment.
Mhm.
Safaris, what are some other businesses, right?
Zoos, science museums.
Museums, right? Think about the bookstores, like maybe bookstores that focus a lot on geography. Like, start Googling that stuff, you guys. And then you can also start reaching out to your sphere of influence and find out, hey guys, I'm putting together a come with me group to Africa. We're going to go in September of 2025. I've already identified the partner, the travel partner who's going to take us there. I'm looking to put together a group of another 10 couples, 5 couples, whatever that is, 5 groups, 5 couples, or 20 people, however you want to word that. Wait, 5 times 2 is 10. 10 people, 5 couples, whatever you want to say. Who do you think I should be reaching out to? What local organizations may have people who are interested in going on a safari? That's one way to go. The other way to go is for you to just start listing out 10 people who you think. Start picking up the phone and calling. We're going to get into diving more into the marketing side of things, but right now you kind of got to get your juices flowing. Okay. I'm not looking at the questions, so I don't know if there's any questions. Can you tell me, Steph, are there any questions?
Not any right now, no.
Okay, good, because they're all writing. That's good. That's a good sign. Number 7, where do these people hang out? This is about marketing. So we just identified maybe some collaborators, some folks that you know. Now, where do they hang out? Are these people that you know from your chamber of commerce? Are these people that you know that live in your neighborhood? Is this a restaurant that's around the corner? Does that restaurant also participate in the chamber of commerce? Does that restaurant also participate in the spring fling festival that happens? Do these people who are individuals or companies go to the spring fling? Are they ones that are sponsoring the local 5K? Like, be thinking about, where do these people hang out? Okay, now let me see. Have gone through the site, but everyone contacted doesn't handle European TAs.
Oh,
Vincent.
that's for a host agency. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about that one.
Okay.
We'll take care of you, Vincent.
Hey, Flights and Fables. This presentation is gold. Yes.
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 I feel like I'm doing something and I'm not.
Right. Exactly. Okay. Germany Travel Company. Great question. How much of the trip have you put together? Is it still just a very high level or already fleshed out? Here, I'm going to tell you what your next steps are, and that's going to answer your question. And thank you for asking. Okay. Ready? Now you've got your 7. Now it's time to get to work, folks. Here's what we do. The first thing you do is you start interviewing your travel partners. Okay, you know where you want to go, you know about the time frame that you want to go, you know why you want to go, what's motivating you, right? And it could be something personal that's motivating you. It could be, this has always been a goal, a dream for me to see the big 5, like Vincent just said. Well, guess what? That's somebody else's goal and dream as well. So you're going to choose the travel partner and you're going to have a conversation with them first. They are your partners in this, guys. So that travel partner, you're going to tell them what your desires are, and you're going to ask for their help. How realistic for my time frame? What are my options? Is this a 7-day, a 10-day, a 12-day? Have you helped other travel advisors put together groups? Who are the collaborators other travel advisors are using? Every BDM, business development manager, they are desperate. Again, hopefully you belong to a host agency. If you don't belong to a host agency, I don't know what's going on with your life unless you're a big travel agency and you belong to a consortia direct, because honestly, that's where the juice is. All the power is within the host agency and it's at your fingertips if you belong to the right one. So you're going to collaborate with that BDM. They're going to help you with marketing. They may even help pay for some of the marketing for you. Then you're going to make a commitment. You're going to block the group. And every travel partner has got a different process for that. Work with your BDM. But it's important that you go ahead, even if it means you have to put down $50 per cabin, $50 per space, $250, non-refundable or refundable. It doesn't matter. Make a commitment. You ask your clients to make a commitment all the time. You've got to make a commitment to this group. And I promise, if you do what I tell you to do, which I talk about that all the time, right, Steph? If you do what I tell you to do, it's going to work. I'm very good at what I do. Okay, so choose your travel partner, interview your BDM. Then you're going to block the group space and you're going to put money down because I believe in you. Then you're going to design your process. Now, Steph, this part is about the size of the group. How are you going to collect payment? How are you going to collect inquiries? How are you going to really manage the group once people start booking? It's the attraction is the marketing side, and we're going to talk about that. But this is, what's the process, right? If this is for October of next year, when do you start marketing? Like now, that's when you start marketing. You always market the second you've got an idea and you've blocked the space, you've got to start talking about it. Your question then becomes to yourself, part of your process is, how am I going to collect that information? Steph, I think I did a webinar for you guys called like Stop Spaghetti Against the Wall. Didn't I do something about that?
Yeah, like last month or earlier this month. We'll
Can
link to
we?
it in the comments.
Yeah. So watch that webinar because I talk all about the marketing and sales funnel, and that's the process that I'm talking about. You also need to make sure you have a CRM of some sort or some way for you to capture people's intentions. How are you going to have them sign up on your calendar? Are you going to do like a big invite to everybody that's in? Hey, if you're interested in going on safari, I'm going to be doing a informational webinar with my travel partner Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Click here to register for the webinar. So maybe you have Zoom or Restream or it's Facebook Lives, whatever you want to use. You want to get people committed to wanting to know more. That's part of the process. Yes, you can block cabins on river cruises, my monthly travels. I'll talk to you about that in a second. Then you're going to design your parcel. Now you're going to start marketing. Now let's go back if I'm allowed to, if I can figure out how to do it. Let's go back to what is motivating you. Remember, Allie, I told you you've already started. I want you to start writing down, because marketing is really about capturing people's attention, right? Eyeballs and a connection. And a connection happens when you are saying something or presenting something in such a way with the right verbiage that people go, yes, they get me. She gets me. Now, a trick to this, and I think I have this on another webinar that I did for you, maybe 5 word swaps during host week, I think, Steph. Oh my gosh, we've got y'all at the end. I'm going to give you my email and I'll send you our resource guide with a bunch of stuff. But I'm going to write this down for you guys. This is your marketing message. You ready? It's a 4-step formula. You start your sentence with, you know how you've always wanted to go on an African safari, but the thought of putting something together like that so big scares you because you don't want to waste your time or money? As African travel specialist, or as a travel agency owner, I too am excited about going on safari. I've done all the research and have put together the group so that you can go ahead and experience the African safari you've always wanted to go on. Have you ever wanted this, but this stood in your way? Because of who I am, this is what I've done so that you can get that. Make sense? Have
Bravo.
you ever wanted this, right? Have you ever wanted this, but this stood in your way? Because of who we are, this is what I've done or what I do for you so that you can finally have that. That is how you market. That's how you speak to people. So I would, let's just use the African safari, what is motivating you is, chances are, is motivating somebody else, right? So for me, what's motivating me to want to go to Japan on my 25th wedding anniversary? Mine is simple. My husband's always wanted to go to Japan, but he's never wanted to spend the money to go to Japan. Because I'm in the travel industry, I know where to find the best deals and opportunities and know which travel partner to connect with so that we can plan that Japan vacation and help my husband and I celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary. So whatever your motivation is, chances are a component to that is somebody else's motivation. The other key to this in marketing is, you know how you've always wanted this, which is where you're going, when you're going, but this always stood in your way. I want you to start listing all the things that normally stands in people's way to go to Ireland, Scotland, Cape Town, South Africa, Japan, the polar bears, whatever that is. What normally stands in somebody's way? Price, opportunity, timing, knowledge, fear of not knowing what they're doing. Like, you guys, you can list like 15 things right off the top of your head. That each one of those is a social media post to which you address, and or an email newsletter, and or the copy that you put on your dedicated landing page for your group, where at the bottom it says, you know, hey, we're inviting you to this. We're doing a group. We're all going to Africa. So many people who say they've always wanted to do it, but it seems so overwhelming because we're in the travel industry. We've done all the hard work for you and actually have designed this group so that you can finally go on your African safari. Click here to schedule a call. Click here to register for our upcoming informational webinar. Click here to give us more information so that we can dive deeper. Guys, you want to create a QR code, right? It's free of charge. Go to QR code reader, QR code that's attached to a landing page. Again, if you're with a host agency, chances are they've got some sort of technology that allows you to create a simple landing page where you put your verbiage on there. You put the cute little itinerary, the details starting from, we're doing this, here's when we're going, everything but the partner. Work with the partner to get some additional marketing verbiage and assets and start promoting it. Okay.
There are a lot of very inspired advisors in the audience, Jenn. Well done.
Take the helm. Thank you. I forgot. I am using Canva right now for my PowerPoint my Canva presentation. Canva gives you a chance to create a landing page, a QR code, all the marketing material. Take the helm. Thank you so very much for bringing that up. How do we know how many is too far and how many? Okay, flights and fables. Not to put the cart before the horse, how do we know how many is too many as far as people to invite? Work with your travel partner. Tell them who you are. Tell them if this is your first group. Let them help guide you and your decision. One of the things that I find a lot of our most successful advisors do is they use the scarcity close. Okay. And the scarcity close is, hey guys, I'm wanting to go to Africa. If you ever want to do this, blah, 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 blah. Because I know so many of you are looking for the same opportunity, I've gone ahead and worked with our travel partner at African Travel and have reserved spots for 10 people. Okay. I've already sold 4. If you think you're somebody who wants to do this, click here to schedule a call. Click here and fill out my form. You can always just only have 4 people. And then as you get more, you add more. There is a company called Lastavica that is a Croatian yacht company that has 18 cabins. And at TPI, many of our advisors, just maybe 2 of them work together and they charter the entire yacht. And then they start promoting that. Come with me. We're going to Croatia. Here's when we're going. Here's the price. Click here. And they just buy the ship, guys. It's like $60,000. You can make $30,000 in profit off of this chartering of a ship, Lastavica. Okay. So I have to rewatch this. Hand orange covering eyes.
It's an emoji.
Oh, okay, Bronze. That's why we record this. Not to worry. My hair's a mess. Apologies, everybody. Okay. Then you start marketing. Now, here's the key, guys. Use the scarcity close. The more you're excited about it, right? The more they're going to be excited about it. The more you tell them, oh my goodness, I did this because I know so many people that want to go on an African safari. And I've decided I'm going to actually host everybody. I'm actually going to go with you. I'm going to be your travel advisor guide. And I've partnered with a travel partner who is allowing us to do this as a private tour. Use those really juicy words, marketing words. As a matter of fact, I have a thing for you. 2 books that I love. Phrases that sell. Can you guys?
Yeah. Yep.
And More Words That Sell. These are 2 amazing resources that will help you write scrumptious, delicious, effective, juicy, mouth-watering marketing.
Right? You're like a thesaurus packed into Jenn.
Yeah. Well, it's because I read these things. Okay. Plus, guys. Yes, Denise. Denise says she's got both of them. Good girl, Denise. Open them up. The way you use these guides is you basically say, if you want to convey the emotion of something, if you want to convey, let's just see here, favorite things, these are a tradition of elegance. These are all the phrases that you should use to convey that feeling, that emotion. Oh my God, take the helm. My mouth is watering how you describe those books. They're fabulous. Doesn't it make you want to go to Amazon right now and go ahead and buy them? Go ahead, put it in your cart. I know you're going to do it. Press go, because it's not enough for you to get excited about it. It's most important is for you to get it and then read it and ear it, whatever you call it, earmark it, put your little thingies on there. Okay. Now close those sales. When you've got them, you've got to close those sales. Then the next thing is you've got to keep up the excitement and communication. So once you get this going, guys, I would suggest that you create a Facebook group just for people who are interested in this group, right? And I would invite anyone who's got some interest. Listen, this is so cool. I'm so excited about this. I know there's so many people out there who all they've wanted to do was go on an African safari, but it's always seemed so overwhelming and out of reach. I've done the hard work. I'm going to open up a Facebook group, and that's all we're going to talk about is this particular trip together. And actually, I'll give you some other tips while we're in there as well. Plus, you're going to get to know others that are going to go on it. And you know what? Go ahead and invite your friends, whether they're coming or not. Invite them to join the group. We're going to talk all things African safari, right? Guys, then you reach out to your BDM and you say, let's do an informational Facebook Live with my people. You get that QR code. You print it on little pieces of paper. Make a business card out of it. And when you go get your nails done, you say, hey, do you know anybody who's ever wanted to go on an African safari? As a matter of fact, I do. What? I've actually put together a group. If they're interested in learning more on how to make that happen and maybe even travel with my group, give them the QR code. People, it's that simple.
Jen, can I give another quick tip on QR codes?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things we do at HAR, because say if you have a QR code that's leading to your words that sell, okay,
Somebody was
you're,
asking.
I know it's my ADD. I just like totally. Okay. So if you have a QR code and you're leading to your webinar that you're doing with your BDM, but now that's passed, some people might still be like scanning that QR code and they're ending up, but you want them to actually watch the webinar still.
Mhm.
And so you can either change the page, or another thing that we do is rebrandly.com.
Yep.
That allows you to redirect. So if you put the URL for the QR code as a rebrandly link, then you can redirect it after the webinar has passed so that
Yep.
it will show the recording of it.
Absolutely.
Or
You
if
could
you make mistakes, it's great for making if you make
It's
mistakes.
fabulous for that. We just reuse our QR codes over, and it's probably with that rebrandly that you're talking about. Also, make the QR code go to a landing page of sorts, right? And
Mm-hmm.
maybe, and this is what one of our top advisors, her name is Patty Bomber, and I've told this story many times and I love it. She only sells groups. And most of them are not come with me groups. But the reason I wanted to call this a come with me group is because I find people who don't, or advisors who are scared of groups and come with me groups, is because they're just overwhelmed. They just think it's so hard. And it's not. I just showed you the 7 tips. It's so bloody simple. But what Patty Bomber does is she has usually 30 groups. It's usually NCL, and she blocks cabins. She has 30 different groups going at one time, right? Not at the same week, but at one time she's got blocked that space. She has a little binder that she uses. She prints a little, it's like a, not even 8.5 by 11, but like that size, whatever that size is. She has that. It's got all the details on it, cabins starting from, right? It's got a QR code. The people she keeps in this book. When she goes anywhere, she's like, hey, if you're interested, I've got a bunch of group space. I've got some really great deals on cruises. I've gone ahead and blocked that space. And they flip through like it's a catalog. Oh, I want to go.
Mm.
And then they scan the QR code, which takes them to the dedicated landing page of that particular cruise. Now, she's also done it where she just has a big QR code where you scan the big one and it's the front page of a website, right? Because all these landing pages are just pages on the website. The front page and says, I don't know what it says, maybe welcome to Patty's Travel, right? And, click the links below. Here are all the upcoming groups. Here are all the upcoming sailings where I have negotiated exclusive pricing and availability just for my clients. Guys, that's all this is. Remember, once you choose your travel partner, work with your BDM. They do this all the time. You don't have to recreate the wheel. Those travel partners have marketing assets for you. I know Ama Waterways will put together that one-page flyer for you, literally for you. Send it to you in a soft format and a hard format with a QR code. Literally, guys, people will do this for you. Your job is to get excited, to communicate it, to get it out there, and just talk about it. And people will take advantage of it. And here's the thing, they might not want to go to Africa, but they get so excited about what you're doing. They say, hey, listen, I don't want to go to Africa. Can you help me go to Australia? Hashtag, yeah, I can help you go to Australia. Let's talk about that. Click my Calendly link. Let's set up a 15-minute consultation or 30-minute consultation call so I can gather all the information necessary to make sure you go to Australia. And then once you've done it once, guess what you get to do? Rinse and repeat. Just do it all over again. Start with, where do you want to go? When do you want to go? Why do you want to go? How you want to get there? How do you want to experience it? Who are the travel partners that really rock this? Who else would like to go? Who else would get excited about it? Where do they hang out? Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Okay. Whew, that was a lot.
You did well. We do have a question
Good.
from Flights and Fables. So Rocky's wondering, I'm starting with my group certification through TLN with a Come With Me group. Do we need to be aware of things like group contracts and such? Yes. Or is it
Yeah,
different with Come With Me?
it's different with no. Yes and no. Probably so. So what I would do, good, you're with TLN. I'm hoping you're with a host agency with TLN, okay? Because they probably have documents and training for you to help you with that. But once you figure out where you want to go and who you want to, how you want to experience it, and what travel partner, get with the travel partner. They have that information. And then also reach out to your fellow advisors within your community. It doesn't matter how long you've been in this business, you need to be part of a community. You're not in it by yourself. If you feel like you're home all by yourself, you are not taking advantage of whatever community you are a part of. And if you're not part of a community, then it's very lonely out there.
Mm-hmm. And
Listen,
definitely that's a great question.
Birds, the birds are even excited. I've got them going. Okay, what else? Okay, above comment, let's say more words that sell. My mouth is watering. Thank you. Okay, now we've got time. I don't want you guys to, oh, good. Travel Quest Network, Flights and Fables. I love me some Joshua Harrell. He's one of my dearest friends, so give him a call. Is 6 months too soon to do a group? I'm thinking November for 4 nights. No, it's actually, you're almost too late. The average booking window, guys, is 8 months right now. So yes. And the thing is once you fill that first group, you could say, guys, I have filled this group. I'm now opening up a second group for February of 2026 or whatever, right? February of 2025. Open up a second group for 2 months later, 3 months later. And the idea behind this, one of the other conversations that you want to have with your travel partner is, where do you earn the TC? That's the tour conductor, right? That tour conductor, do not give that to your clients. No, ma'am, or sir. You keep that to pay for your travel, right? That's the whole goal. It's a come with me group. And you can say, and listen, I'm going as well. So I'll be able to, care for you while we're traveling. Tom Carpenter is an attorney. He's amazing. He has great resources. If you are a member of ASTA, guys, ASTA's got all kinds of resources for you as well, including a discount to talk to Tom Carpenter. I love me some Tom. Okay, good. All right. Somebody throw me what they wrote down when they want to go, and we're going to craft your marketing right now for you.
Ooh, who's going to be first? Very exciting.
Whoever
so Jen,
first. Yes.
While we're waiting for that question, so when Shawnee's talking about 6 months too soon to be the group, one thing people need to be aware of is with these group contracts, there typically comes a time when you need to actually, like, you can't pull out of the group anymore. When is that time, and what's the best time for, like, I feel like 9 months to 16 months is probably a good time for when you should be setting up groups and ahead of time.
Yeah, here's probably it, and I agree with you. And again, work with your travel partner. Somebody was asking about river cruises. Depending on the travel partner, I know with AMA, you actually aren't blocking specific cabins like you would on an ocean. You're blocking a number of opportunities. That's all that is, right? So each partner, you need to ask them about that. Share your story. Tell them why you're doing this, when you want to go. They will help you figure out the best course of action. I will tell you, the most successful advisors put money down. Hold yourself accountable, because when all you do is just kind of block it and then other things get in the way, and then you're not going to focus on it. The reason I really like kind of that 6 to 8 months, and for you to just answer those questions I went through, guys, that was 7 questions. Just answer those 7 questions. You've done it today. Now the next step is choose the travel partner. That you can do as soon as we get off the phone. The webinar. As soon as you get done with the webinar, you literally can do that next. You've already answered the majority of the questions. Get with your travel partner to help you fill in exactly the itinerary, how many cabins or rooms or what have you. It's not that hard. Celeste Peters is on this webinar because I saw her. She is one of our top agency owners. Celeste sells out entire resorts, like buys entire all-inclusive resorts. And hers are come with me groups with 250 rooms, 300 rooms, 400 rooms. As a matter of fact, she just won a Travel Age West Trendsetter Award last year for how creative she is with groups. Guys, it's not that hard. And Celeste, I'd love for you to type in any thoughts or tidbits in here as well. You want to put together a river cruise and land package to Vietnam in November 2025. Great, Lori. Lori, who's the partner? Who are the 2 or 3 partners you think would really rock that? Okay. I want to do a split trip in Costa Rica at an AI and then volcano jungle area, October 2025. Ken, Who are the 2 or 3 travel partners you think would rock that? Nicole, Australia in late 2024, early 2025 for my 30th. So when is your 30th anniversary, Nicole? Do you know? Like, pick a date. I want you to pick a date, pick a week, pick 2 weeks. I want to experience all the major areas of Australia. Cruise and land would be great. I would recommend, you look at a cruise that has a land component to it and pick a date and then start picking your partners, guys. Who are the 2 or 3 partners you think would rock this? Then all you do is you go into your little agent portal, you find your BDM, you reach out to them and say, I'm looking to put together a group in Australia for my 30th anniversary. I'd like to invite my closest family and friends. I'm estimating around 15 to 20 people. I'd like to chat with you for a few moments to find out if your product or if your product is the right fit for me. Here's my phone number. Amma is who you're targeting. Lori, Amma's amazing. Pick up the phone, girl. When we get done with this, pick up the phone and call Amma. Call your BDM for Amma. They're amazing. Hi, hey, Celeste, baby. I go with the group, woohoo, and my room is always paid for. I market to a specific music group. So Celeste knows who the people are that are going to like where she wants to go. That's when I asked you guys that question, who are the people that would get just as excited as you? And again, Celeste is a master at this, right? She's a master at this already. But for those of you who have not done it, it's as simple as this. Start here, guys. Who else would love to do this? Okay, keep going. Amma. Okay, August. I'm also doing a river cruise group in November to Vietnam. Great, Lori. If you're already doing a group in 2025 to Vietnam, how are you leveraging? How are you talking about that? How are you collaborating with local people? Do you have local Vietnamese restaurants that people would be interested in? Book clubs? Like who else already? Write this down, guys. This is how you find your perfect collaborator. Ready? Write this down. Stop typing, start writing. Ready? Who already has a relationship with my next best customer? Who already has a relationship with my next best customer? So, Lori, in this case, who already has a relationship with folks who are enamored or curious about Vietnam? And when we say who, it doesn't mean an individual necessarily. It could mean an organization, a restaurant, a neighborhood, a hair salon, a nail salon. Who already has a relationship with that next best customer? Then you pick up the phone and you call them. I'm putting together a group for Vietnam. Have you ever wanted to go to Vietnam, but you didn't want to go by yourself? I'm putting together a group because I'm a travel advisor. I've done a lot of research. I'm putting together a group for November of 2025 so that you can finally go to Vietnam. Okay, G Adventures of Central Mexico that just opened. I'm targeting a woman-only group. I have some people who've expressed interest but nervous about getting people to commit. Why are you nervous? Here's what it is, guys. Your job is to help people travel. That's your job. Your job is not to book travel. Your job is to help people travel. If you've got people who are interested to go into Mexico, you've got to take them through that sales process, the 5 steps to sales. Take them through, ask those motivational, emotional questions. People buy on emotion and justify logically. Often we rely a lot on passive marketing. I'm putting it out there. I'm waiting for them to call me. No, you got to get on the phone with these people. You got to call them, get on a Zoom, show your excitement, show pictures, show visuals, get them salivating for it. Look in the camera when you're talking to them. Put together an easy way for them to find out more and then tell them it's time. Guys, that's what this is. So often I hear advisors trip themselves up over lack of confidence. That's why one of the very first things that you do is contact a travel partner because they know their stuff. They'll work on it with you. They will help you guys. They will. Should we plan activities for the group each day? Shawnee, I think it depends on what the group is. How does the travel partner already have lots of activities? You decide, right? You don't have to plan everything for them. My girl, Amy Leone, sometimes she plans come with me groups and she doesn't see them while she's there. She just plans the group and people go and they enjoy themselves, right? She's done the hard work, which is the negotiation, the blocking, the management of it. Okay. I know we've only got a few minutes. Do you see how excited I get about this stuff, Steph?
I always love your passion, Jen. It's so contagious and it's so fun to see.
Yeah. So Denise says, I feel with Come With Me trips, the host needs to be available to everyone. I'm seeing people say they've booked 200 plus people. How does the host handle all those people? You get a team, babe. Celeste is on here, and that's what she does. So, Denise, you get a team. You hire other people to come and help. You work with the destination. You work with the travel partner. I'll give you an example. As a host agency, we put on a conference every single year. We usually get about 325 advisors plus spouses, friends, plus all of our business partners. So it could be about 400 people. We've got a team of 5 or 6 people that travel with us, but we rely a lot on the actual travel partner. They're in business to help that group be successful just as much as you are. So they always have a group coordinator. They've always got somebody that you can work with the travel partner. Okay. Good, Denise. For Come With Me, should we plan? Okay, I feel okay. Okay, I also have a personal cruise booked in January. So I should block groups? Of course, Ken. Absolutely. Where are you going in January? Why did you decide that place? Why January? Why that cruise line? What motivated you? That's all your marketing stuff to utilize and to tell others, hey guys, I'm going in January. I'm going on, I don't know who you're going on, maybe Virgin Voyages. I don't know. Who you going on? Celebrity, Royal? Guys, I grabbed 5 more cabins. I grabbed 5 more cabins for friends and family and folks that you know that may want to come with me. Done, Ken, done. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Shawnee, thank you for loving my energy. It's the flowers.
Oh my God, they're to die for.
Guys, I'm so passionate about what you do. I don't want you to overthink this world. It's not as hard as you think it is, especially when it comes to groups. I'm going to go back to my very first slide, or one of my very first slides. Groups are an awesome way to build your bottom line and grow your database of clients. Start with one. Don't overthink it. If it doesn't fill, ask yourself, why didn't it fill? Don't take it personally. Don't take it as like you have failed. It's not that at all. It just means there were certain steps that weren't taken. Maybe it was the timing, maybe it was the place, but you don't come out of the gate assuming that the only answer to success is filling the group. The answer to success is starting and going for it. That is the key to success, not necessarily finalizing it. Then you learn, then you do another one. Okay. I so appreciate you and Steph for doing this. I've learned, yay. Come with me. I feel like a lot of people will want to meet the host. Well, I don't understand, Vincent. How do we justify a come with me? I feel like a lot of people will want to meet the host. Well, good. That's you. Are you saying you don't like humans?
Well, Vincent, I think a great way to do it is you can meet online. If there's people from all over the country, that's a very comfortable, very comfortable way to do it. And you should be connecting and being like kind of the face of it, because those people are the people that are going to want to plan other groups and join you for other groups. So you should be building those relationships up.
And write down 5 collaborators. They know those people already. You're not doing it by yourself.
Allie brings up, I think the number one problem for new advisors is it's that lack of self-confidence about things, because that's what makes it so you can sell.
Yeah. So the lack of self-confidence comes from a lack of knowledge. It's as simple as that. When you first learned how to ride a bike, it was really overwhelming. I remember the first time I tried to ride a bike, actually it'd probably be the exact same way I would feel now, because I haven't ridden a bike in a long time, but it would come back to me. But it's like, how does this thing work? How is it going to balance? I was trying to figure it all out before I even got on it. So what do? You get on the bike and someone's holding the bike behind you and saying, don't worry, 1 foot in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Look forward. They tell you what to do. Well, that's your travel partner. That's what we were doing today. We're telling you what to do. Now it's your turn to get on the bike and go for it. Once you get going, before you know it, it's hands off the steering wheel, 1 foot off. You're singing and whistling through the wind. I think I'm high from the flowers is really what it is.
Well, so let me say something, because I know a lot of you love Jen and I's energy, and because of our energy and our passion, that's what makes it so you're like, oh, this is so exciting. I love this topic. This is great. It's the same thing for your groups. Like, this is something you're passionate about or should be passionate about and
Yeah,
excited about. Like, let that shine through. It doesn't need to be imposter syndrome because you're actually excited about this, or you should
right,
be excited about this.
right. And that's why I started. What was my first question? Where do you want to go? If you're excited about it, it's naturally going to come out exciting. And the rest is just logistics, guys. The rest is just logistics and
Hmm.
figuring it out. And there's people left and right all around you that are there to help you. Don't overthink it. You just did. You actually created a come with me group while we were on this webinar. Now you just got to call a travel partner, figure out who that is, and block the group. You know
All
when,
right.
where, and why. Go ahead.
Two questions. So one, Vincent clarified that he's chatting about, meeting in real life for if there's huge groups like 200 plus, how do you meet them in real life?
Okay, so Vincent, please understand everything I say is out of love, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Have you done one group at all? Have you done 10 people? Start with 10, babe. Why are you? You're like my husband. When it rains, my God, we got too much rain. When it doesn't rain, I wonder when it's going to rain. Oh my God, what if it rains? What if we're not home and it rains? What if the water? This was a conversation we just had the other day. We have a investment. We have a second home in Alabama. I don't want to turn off the water at the street because if I do, I'm afraid it's going to bust when we turn it back on. I said, was that something that happens? Well, it could. Okay, well then don't turn off the water at the street. Well, no, but I should turn off the water at the street in case something happens because it'll bust. But you just said that. So you know what? Start with 10, babe. Don't worry about 200. You're not there yet. Now, if you've got a group of 200 and you really have a group of 200 people because you've been approached, pick up the phone and call your host agency. If you don't have somebody at your host agency that can help you, give me a call. I'll give you my phone number. You give me a call. I'm going to get you right through it, buddy. It's so much simpler than it looks. I promise. Judy said
And
that my husband has
and
led
Jackie, she
Jackie.
has, yeah, she's wondering about like the line between tour operator and travel advisor, and she's worried about that.
Then only invite 10 people. Listen, guys, if you're going to be worry warts, you're never going to do this, and you might as well get off the webinar right now. But you tuned in for a reason. Okay? You're not a tour operator. A tour operator is someone who puts together components, charges a price, charges the person's credit card, and is responsible for every individual component. That's why I said you start with a travel partner.
Yeah.
Partners are the tour operators, not you. Stop
Yeah.
overthinking this. Your job's to help people travel. This is a great way to help 10 people travel, 5 people travel, 20 people travel. Vincent, don't worry about the 200 people, babe. You're not there yet, unless you are. And I'm going to give you my phone number. Okay, let's see here. You have a group in October. All right, Vincent. So your partner has led many groups. I'm confused by your question. I want you to call me. I'm going to give you 10 minutes of my time free of charge. 321 689 0521. When you call me, have all of your information available. You and I are going to figure it out, and you're going to manage that group. If you've got it, you've booked it, you've done it. The rest is just logistics, guys. That's all it is. And let them meet you. It's okay. You're a human. You're supposed to like other humans. Okay. Do it scared. Yes, I agree. Take the helm. Yes, imposter syndrome. Get over yourself, Suzanne. You're good, baby. All right.
Jen's like the tough love. Tell it the way it is. I'm like,
Listen,
oh, you
I
need
was
a
thinking
hug.
about a
Let
world
me give
tour.
you a hug. I totally get where you're coming from.
I love you guys. I believe in you. I can't do what you do. I tell my advisors all the time, you know what I know how to do? I know how to fly Delta. That is it. And also cruise when somebody else takes care of it for me. Flights and fables. I love the tough love. You're welcome. Okay. My monthly travels, thinking about a world tour. I love it. 26 or 27. Pick a date. Find an itinerary. Put a deposit down. Start marketing it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Commit. Do it. And then work towards it.
I love it.
Okay.
Oh,
Guys.
Shawnee's, you've already got to recruit for the Facebook group, Fiercely Forward.
Good. Listen, I don't want you guys Don't overthink this, guys. The world is waiting on you. There are people, I always like to say, if you go to your busiest intersection in your town and just pull off to the side and count the number of cars that go through one full traffic cycle. Count the number of cars. One full, people going forward, people going to the left, people turning to the right, people merging in from the right, from the left. Just sit through one and count the number of cars in your busiest or busier intersection. I promise you, 10% of those people are wanting to go on vacation at minimum. Now, that's just one traffic light, one cycle, one intersection in your town. People are waiting. They're begging for you to not stop the process. They need you. Please get your booties out there. Do it.
So you're saying people should be standing on the corner of these busy intersections with those like Slim Jim.
I did not say that.
Way though.
Oy vey. God, girl, we can't even get them to admit that they want to meet humans. Here's what I'm saying. I want you to count the number of cars so that you can clearly see the opportunity that's right there in your hood, in your town, right there.
And possibly dress up on the corner and promote your group if you want it.
If you wanna do that, dress up like an elephant and say, "Come visit me in Africa." Scan this QR code that's on the side of my poster board to find out how.
Thank you. If someone does that, please let me know, because that would be something I would do just for fun.
Totally have a picture. 100%. Guys, I know we're wrapping up. I thank you for tuning in and putting yourself out there and writing and going through this exercise. I challenge each of you to just do it. The next step is call a travel partner. Tell them what you want to do. I can promise you they're going to answer that phone. If they don't, go to the next one. Okay, I promise. And just say, this is what I want to do. I need your guidance and help. I'm also checking to see if you're the right travel partner for my group. They will help you guys. They will help you.
One last thing I want to say is we've all had that. You're inspired. You're listening to Jenn speak. You're like, I'm going to do this. 2 weeks from now, you're like, oh, I don't know. Bookmark this, come back. You can watch it at 2 times speed if you need to, if you're short on time, but bookmark it for inspiration so that you keep going.
Yeah, please do, guys. And please, join the Fiercely Forward Facebook group. And any of you that want to chat for 10 minutes, I don't have a lot of time. I'm getting ready to launch a whole new business, a whole new franchise. A fresh approach to franchise ownership is what I'm launching with TPI. It's a secondary business for TPI. But go to Fiercely Forward. It's the Fiercely Forward Travel Advisor Facebook group. And I don't sell anything. We just share really great information on there.
Perfect. And where to next? For those of you that aren't registered for this, we're going to drop the link in the comments. Register right away, because we will send a follow-up email out within the next 24 hours with resources. And that will include how you've always wanted to, TikTok.
You've always wanted to do this, but this stood in your way because of who we are. This is what we do, so you can get what you want. I always want to do this is in your way. Here's who we are, what we do, so you can get what you want.
Yay! Well, thank you so much for Jenn, for the energy, for the knowledge, for the inspiration. Love always getting to be on a call with you. And thank all of you for joining us today. We are so excited. I know I speak for Jenn and I. So excited for this group you're planning and for your adventures to begin as a travel advisor if you're brand new. And for those of you that are experienced, for your agencies to grow. Love to hear success stories, so drop Jenn and I lines anytime with your success stories.
We love it. Oh, I'm loving all our love. Thank you, guys.
Yay! Have a great day, everyone.